Hey guys, my name is Greg Holly. I'm the director of the Fort Worth Texans Baseball Club. If you give me just a couple minutes of your time, I wanted to go over a couple things that are extremely important as it pertains to questions that I receive on a day-to-day basis from prospective players, parents, you name it. I feel like there's two things really across the board for us that are extremely important and basically cover everything that goes into the organization itself. You're either bought in or you're not, right? So buy-in being the first point. We want our coaches to come in and be themselves. We want our players to come in and be themselves, right? A lot of that comes by an understanding of what it is we're going for, what it is we're trying to do. I think first and foremost, you got to have a game plan as far as what that is. And then within the framework, rather than having a free-for-all, if we have our game plan in place, a ton of good stuff ends up happening. Players allow themselves to fail, knowing that the coach isn't going to ride them. Because if you want to try something new, if you want to improve, development's the big word, right? If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, you'll never achieve that. You just won't. And then the coach's side, no one wants to be a robot, right? There's certain things, the way we bunt, the way we lead, the way we, handle stuff, certain stuff pitch and decision-wise or pitch counts. Sure. Communicate. Let us know what's going on between me running the organization, the rest of our staff. But we allow our guys to be themselves. They can work with our kids. But the big thing for us is the interchangeability aspect of it. You're going to have a different coach at your high school team. You're probably end up having different coaches, throughout your time in the organization, right? That's the reality aspect. Now, if we have that framework built rather than a free for all of a whole bunch of crap going on, that happens. That allows to happen. Now, where the real impressive part comes from is a coach's personality can now take over and allow them to be who they can be. One thing makes sense coming out of someone's mouth. The same thing could be said by someone else, makes zero sense to the player, right? The second thing, you got to have athletes. It's just the fact of the matter. What level that athlete is, it will determine, exactly where it is they're going. But give us something to work with. And that comes from the buy-in part too. If you trust your coach, if you trust what it is that you have going on here in front of you, it's going to be crazy what's going to happen. Everyone's looking for the immediate. We live in a society. Crap's got to happen now. It doesn't work like that. You're going to set yourself up for frustration. You're going to set yourself up for failure. You're going to set yourself up for just a lot of things that are just out of your control. That's not how baseball works. It takes a long time to get really, really good. And then there's even that element. That's where the just your natural ability comes into play and everything else. But I think, again, summarizing this, so I'm not going too long, in the questions I get asked, I think that's it. If you give us an athlete, if you give us a player to work with who's bought in, is going to put in the work, right? It doesn't magically happen. We're not miracle workers. They take the time, they put in the work. Now all of a sudden, man, oh man, look what's happening. Look what's happening. You sit home thinking about it, nothing's going to happen. You're not bought into what to what we have going on or what the program is, players, coaches alike. It's worthless. It really is. Nothing is going to be any different anywhere, right? If nothing changes, the old saying. If you don't put in the time, if you're not willing to put in the work, allow yourselves to fail. That's the thing. Everyone wants to do what they're comfortable with. If they're hitting, well, let's pull. We can't hit a breaking ball. You can't hit a ball the other way. If you're on the mound, man, I could sit here. I could, whatever. If you're trying to add velocity, okay, you're not going to go and whatever. Allow yourself to fail. Whatever it is your weakness is, work on your weakness. Stick to it, man. See what happens. All righty. I look forward to it. I appreciate your time. If you got any questions, please contact us 817-948-7531, or you can comment below.